Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Keep in mind that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rules. It's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Okay. All are welcome on this channel and all contributions are highly appreciated. Okay. Be sure to tell a family, friend, or foe, or you know, to come on over and celebrate. Celebrate, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, and they can celebrate. There's enough space in this place for everyone to be notified. Okay. 1 2 cards for the collective. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. First card that we have here, collective, is playing games, lost the game. So there's someone who feels like they have lost you. They could be taking acknowledgement that they have like screwed up with you or taken accountability for maybe what they have taken part in while they were part of or part in, I'm hearing, while they were in a relationship with you, male or female. So this could be someone reflecting, you know, thinking about you, reminiscing about you, what it was like to be in your presence, to be in a relationship with you, to be in communication, reminiscing on hanging out with you. Maybe you were funny, had a sense of humor. Maybe, you know, when it was good, it was good. But when it was bad, sometimes it got real bad. And it got to the point because this person was could have possibly turned out to be non-committal. Or if it's, you know, you could have been the one non-committal. So flip it and reverse it, take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. But whomever this is, they're in reflection mode of a love that they feel that is lost. They feel that even reaching out to this person, because when you last spoke or saw this person, doesn't matter how long ago it is, you know, you're crossing their mind, you're on their hearts. They often reminisce about you. You're like the one that got away, collective. It's something about it was very sad. It was very tumultuous, if I'm saying that right. But it was a lot going on that caused a separation, that caused for you to stop talking, dealing, or interacting with this person. Okay, this could have been someone who loved playing video games. It's something that everybody loves, that we're in a digital era. But this could have been one of their favorite hobbies. Okay. All right. Something they like to do in their spare time when they get off of work. Okay. Or something they do when they gather with friends. Doesn't matter what the age is. Everyone plays games, you know. It doesn't matter what age you is. But in this reading here, this card here is depicting that this person, when you first met them, they came off as if they were, you know, someone who wanted to be in a committed relationship. But as you move forward, you found out that they weren't the commitment type. You found out that possibly you made a mistake. You know, you had nothing in common with this person. Okay. They started to change on you, basically, collective. They started to change. One moment, you know, they were very passionate, showing lots of love, lots of concern, admiration, possibly making future plans with you, you know, telling you they're going to marry you and, you know, woo you and have children, picket fence. But I'm picking up as time went on, things changed between the two of you. Okay. So let's tap into our truth told deck, see what's going on here. But clearly, very clearly at the beginning, this read is stating about an ex, male or female, that is reminiscing and missing you, collective. Possibly also reflecting on wondering what things would have been like if they would have chosen you. Maybe they chose someone else over you, you know, or for whatever reason. Maybe you found out that they were in a relationship with someone while they were with you. Okay. You could have found out this person was living a double life as well. Okay. Living with you and someone else, maybe telling you they're at work, but actually they're at the other house. That's for somebody. This could be male or female energy. Okay. This person could have also been very verbally abusive as well. Like to say mean, harsh, cruel things, one to break your spirit kind of energy. Okay. Okay, so the first card I have here is I lost myself for a little while. So they're saying and admitting, their faults of how they felt when they separated from you. They may have came off as arrogant, collective, when you went through your separation. It could have been, I'm hearing a nasty, a nasty event. The day that you chose to leave this person, when you both chose to go your own separate ways. Um, very Some things were said that can't be taken back from both of you. But this person is admitting that they were wrong and they just regret mistreating you. And now, as I said, they think about you quite often. And it's been a long time. You've moved on. I'm pretty sure you could be married or you could be engaged or you could be someone who's just dating. You've moved on. They've moved on. But even though they've moved on to different people, you're still on their mind. You're still in their heart. Okay. And there are certain things about you that they have tried to find in other people. But you are one of a kind collective to this person. Okay, they think about you a lot. They think about you. For some of you, for some of you, I got to tell you, they think about you so much that they are ashamed. They think about you so much, collective, they are ashamed. And they are ashamed because the way that the two of you separated. Maybe you were planning, like I said, to be with this person for the long haul, and things just went awry. Your desires for each other change, or vice versa, or one of you. Okay. And everybody is aware. I'm picking up their family, your family and friends was aware of what was taken on with the status of your relationship. Basically, whoever was cheating, the family and friends knew about it, or the people in the neighborhood knew about it. This was a relationship that everyone knew that, you were together, you were exclusive. But also, when they decided to step out, everyone knew that too. So when it came to you and this person separating, everybody knew that too. Okay. Yeah, there could have been a confrontation. Okay. I'm seeing someone getting clothes thrown out in the street in the front yard. There could have been a confrontation. Maybe authorities were called. Maybe family members had to intervene. But this same person in collective spirit is saying, who this person is someone who was very cruel and rude to you and treated you and spoke to you as if you were scum up under their boot. Okay, that's as descriptive I could be, as if you were nobody. But the same person is craving you. So this could be like their karma for mistreating you, or just breaking up with you in the way that they did it. Okay. I'm hearing very bold, a very bold person. Okay. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So even though they were in their ego, they were acting arrogant and haughty. Now they're saying it was hard to let you go. So maybe they chose someone else over you that they thought had more than you. Not to say you were broke or less than, or you're obligated to take care of your partner. Everyone has different requirements and different expectations when it comes to their personal relationship. But I'm picking up with this energy here. Whoever they chose, I'm not going to even say over you. Whoever they chose that you caught them with or found out they were dealing with, and you decided to separate, whoever they ended up with after you, basically, as it looked like, maybe you were sad, maybe you were heartbroken. If you was in love with the person, in a separation, you're going to be heartbroken for a moment. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Maybe you were sad and depressed, but while you were sad and depressed, you thought that your ex was moving on, but actually they were in the presence of another person, but they still had you on their mind. They still had you on their mind while they were with this person. And I'm hearing even during sexual encounters, sometimes maybe even calling this new lover your name. That's for some of you. This is coming up. This is spicy right here. This is real spicy. Okay. All right. And now they're saying the timing just wasn't right for us. So maybe, like I said, you and this person did plan on marriage, plan on having children, plan on doing it the long way, not the short way. And they made a bunch of sweet nothing promises to you that they knew they weren't ready to commit to. Maybe you and this person was inexperienced when it came to being in a committed relationship. That happens too. That's not a terrible thing. That's nothing to be ashamed of. Okay, everyone has a first time for doing something. The first time you move in with a person. Everybody have a first time. Okay, so yeah. The next one says, I don't react when people mention you. So there could be someone asking about you, maybe a friend, maybe just light conversation. What happened to so and so? Remember that girl or that guy? Just friends, just light conversation, and they could probably go blank and not respond. And the reason they go blank and not respond when people ask about you, because they really regret what happened between the two of you. um, whatever this was, whether it was someone cheating, whatever this was, someone lying about something, just not being who they said they were. They feel embarrassed, collective. They're angry with themselves. So when someone asks about you, they try to suppress and hide their emotions and feelings. So they rather just not respond, like, oh, throw their hand, oh, psh. Anyway, next, yeah. Yeah, yeah. The next card here, I remember every day of that detail. So they're saying they remember the last time that they saw you and they remember the details. I told you this separation was very emotional, um, very sad, very heartbreaking for both of you or one of you. Maybe they were in their ego trying to play tough, male or female, like with their chest out, like, I'm moving on. I got somebody, but uh they were just putting on a role. They were just putting on a facade. Okay. They were just putting on a facade. And possibly that person that you think that that they end up staying with for a long time. I'm picking up for some of you that connection didn't even last. Whomever you caught this person with, or found out they was dating, I'm picking up for some of you that connection did not even last as long as you thought. If you feel like someone else was chosen over you, yeah, they chose someone else, but it didn't last because that person didn't choose them in return. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Let me sip some of my tea for this because this is some tea. I should have got the What's Tea deck for this read here. Boy. Mm-mm. This is some tea right here. Let me sip my tea. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I replay our conversations over and over again. So this person reminisces. Like I said, even doing sexual encounters with other people. Somebody possibly they called their partner by your name by accident. You know. Ooh wee. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wish I could take the words back. I wish I could take the words back. So there, I told you they're in deep regret. At the beginning, this person is in deep regret. This person could, this could still be a hobby of theirs, their favorite thing to do. Okay. So they probably, I don't know, have a drink, hit a spliff, and play the game until they can't play the video game anymore. I don't know, or hang out at GameStop or whatever video game heads do. This could be for some of you. They were a game head then and they are now. This, playing video games was something they like to do in their leisure time. Yep. I wish I would have treated you better. So they are wishing they would have treated you better, collective. And it looks like they understand that getting back with you is just not happening. Whatever was done, it was something that was embarrassing. And it was something that wasn't private. There are people who go through separations or they get cheated on and they can keep it between them and their partner, like for real. But this was done like Their family and friends knew, your family and friends knew, the hood knew, the community knew, and it was just embarrassing and humiliating. And for some of you, it did break your heart. It caused you some sadness, and it took you some time to move on. You have moved on, but it took you some time, and they know. It's been a journey as far as you healing, overcoming, working on your confidence. When you have your heart broken and you really truly love a person, you know, um, it takes a blow to your confidence, to your self esteem. So that's something you've had to work on. And now you're more free, just as how she has her hair blowing in the wind. You're more free. You're living your life. You could be married, you could be engaged, you could be dating, you could be single, you could be celibate, male or female, but you are healed. You're not holding any resentment, and you're over this person. Yeah, you're over this person, but they are not over you. You're learning to trust yourself again, trust your intuition. You're more spiritually in tune now. You're trusting yourself, you're trusting the divine, you're trusting in life. You're starting to live again. It's like a whole new you. You may have had someone around you tell you this, like, hey, hey, friend, hey, collective, you come a long ways. I know you've been through a lot, but that glow looks good on you after that breakup. We thought you would never get it together. Yeah, yeah, but you're doing well for yourself. You could be someone who does a lot of meditation as well, very spiritual, whoever you are. This could have also assisted you in some sort of awakening. It could have assisted you having an awakening, not actually creating it, but assisted you in the process. There are things that are meant for us to go through and experience in life, to help us grow, to make us wiser and smarter. We're here to learn here on planet Earth. Even the sad moments, the bad moments, the tragic moments, we're here to learn the lesson, and move forward to the next. Many of us don't get it. Some of us get it and some of us don't. Some people, they have one experience and they're not able to overcome, doesn't matter what it is. But this relationship here is a karmic relationship that was meant to happen. It was meant for you and this person to cross each other's paths. And this could be someone maybe you grew up with, maybe you went to high school with. This could be someone you dated when you were a little youther, younger, okay, or some years ago. I'm picking up. Um, but it was meant for both of you to cross each other's paths. Now, as we go through these experiences here on planet Earth, it's up to us to get the message. It's up to us to find the light in the dark situations, even when it's unfavorable, even when it's uncomfortable, sad, depressing, tragic. It's up to us to find the light. Everyone is not possible, or able to find the light, to go through the healing, some people actually go through things and or one event in their life and it takes them down where they're not able to regain their strength. And that's okay. That's not a negative. That's okay. Everybody won't get it this lifetime, and that's okay. And we need to be okay with knowing that while I'm saying that. But it was meant for you to cross the path. And it looks like out of the two of you, you're the one who got the lesson. It was meant for both of you to learn and grow from it. And so, possibly, hopefully, this person has found the light in this experience. Even if they know they can't have you back and they're missing you, maybe they'll treat the next relationship, that person right. Maybe they'll be honest with them, straightforward with them. Maybe they'll move differently, to show and express that they have learned the lesson. So I see here that collective, you have healed. You're holding no resentment. You're not missing your ex at all. You're past this person. Like, really, you're over it. You could often, if you ever do think about it, I'm seeing somebody laugh about it. Like, I can't believe I was tripping over that. Because you know your self-worth, you know your value, and you're understanding that that was just a page in a book, you know, a sentence in a paragraph, hell, a punctuation in a sentence, a leaf in the wind, dust in the air, a bubble in a bottle, melted ice in a cup on a sunny day, a leaf in the wind. That's all it was. You realize it was just a lesson to be learned. And all is well. We all go through lessons and have experiences, whether we want to endure them or not. It's to learn, it's to make us stronger and wiser. And you trust and believe the process. You're not trusting in yourself. You trust God. You trust your ancestor. You trust your intuition. You're very spiritually inclined and in tune. And now you're able to boss up. You're living your best life at this point. Okay. You're doing a lot of things you've always wanted to do. And life is good. Doesn't matter about your tax bracket. I'm picking up you're independent. You're self efficient, meaning you're able to provide and take care of yourself. And you're doing well. And that is enough. That's enough. You're self efficient, you're independent, and you're doing well. That is enough. Okay. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.